Look, it's getting more expensive to gamble as casinos raise their table limits all over the country. Today, I'm going to show you a great strategy for low rollers that works with any table limit. Casino craps. It might look complicated, but at its core, it's a simple game. Roll the dice, bet on the correct number, and win. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. Now, I was shown this strategy by David over at Casino Quest. He hadn't posted this publicly yet, but if he has posted before I finish this video, then I'll go ahead and link up to it. But again, this is a strategy for low rollers, and it works at any table limit. So let's go ahead and look at a $15 table. And what you do is you play this with 6 numbers. So 4 and 10, 5 and 9, 6 and 8. It works on any of the numbers, any table limit. So let's start with $15 on the 4 and 10. If one of these hits, they're going to pay $27. We're then going to press the number. I mean, you could do the one that hits or pick the opposite one, whatever you want. But let's say we take this to a $40, and then it makes sense to buy it above $20. So we'll do a buy bet. If they want the vig up front, there's your $2. If the vig's only on the win, well, there's your $2 vig. Now, anytime the small side bets or the low side, let's say the 15 over here on the 10 wins, again, we get paid 27 and we just reset our bets. So we'll take the 4 back down to 15 and now we have $64. We could try this another 2 times. If, however, one of them rolls, we get paid $27. We go ahead and bump one of the bets up to $40. If the pressed up number hits, in this case $40, we would get paid $80 for the $2 vig. And now we have, there's $100, which would cover $96 across on a $15 table. So 15, $18 units, and you'd actually still have $39 to put back in your rack. Let's say, man, the 4 and 10, those are tough to hit. There's only 3 combos each. All right, let's talk about the 5 and 9. And let's pick a different level. Let's say we're at a $25 table. $50, for some, that's expensive, but on a $25 table, only $50 invested, not too bad. One of these numbers hits, they're going to pay $35. Just bump one of them up to a $60 bet. If the 25 hits, we're going to collect and then restart our bets back down at $50. If the pressed up side hits, this $60 is going to pay $84. What that does is give us enough for $160 across all the numbers, and you can put $9 back in your rack. So we've gone across the numbers on a $25 table. Hey, you want even more dice combos to win? You could play this on the 6 and 8. I'm going to show you at a $10 level. Of course, it works on all the table minimums. So let's say $10. In this case, we would make them $12 bets. Let's say one of them hits. You're going to get paid $14. Simply press the bet up to $24. The smaller one hits. We just collect the money and restart back down to $12 each. If the pressed up number hits, here 24 would pay 28, and that is enough to go 64 across all the numbers and put $2 back in your rack. So we're going back and forth between these numbers, and that's why he calls it the duck walk. You start with a minimal investment, and you have the potential to get all the numbers covered with the casino's money or winnings. I really like this strategy, and I think it's a great way. If you have some patience, get 2 numbers covered at table minimum, and gives you a chance, if you can repeat a number, to get across all the numbers. And then from there, you do whatever you want. You can press and collect, or maybe do single unit presses, or just same bet, whatever you're most comfortable with. I'm gonna go ahead and do a live rollout at a $15 table, and I'm going to play the 5 and 9. All right, you don't need much. I'm going to try this with $200. We're not going to worry about the pass or don't pass. We're not going to be shooting. We'll just assume someone else is shooting the dice, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get a point established and then get started. We'll play the 5 and 9 on a $15 table. All right, so 10, hard 10 is the point. So let's throw in 50. Dealer, we want the 5 and 9 for 15 each. So we'll get 20 and change, and then get set up for 15 each on the 5 and 9. Now, of course, for this to work, we've got to hit the 5 or 9, and then we've got to repeat one if we want to go across all the numbers. And again, this is just a guess. I'm going with 5 and 9. You can go with 4 and 10, 5 and 9, 6 and 8, whatever you like. All right, here we go, shooting for that 5 or 9. 4, easy 4. 6 the hard way, 6 hard. Remember, you gotta need some patience. We've got 2 numbers covered. There's the hard 10, so point hit. Puck will go off, our bets are off. We'll just get a new point established, and hopefully it's not the 5 or 9. There's a 12, but you never know. You can obviously work your bets. 6, easy 6, that'll be our new point. But we're still shooting for that 5 or 9. Hey, there we go, there's the 5. 15 is going to pay 21. Dealer, take me up to 35. And we just rack that penny there. All right, now if we hit the 9, we'll just collect and reset back down to 15 each. If we hit the 5, we're going to win $49, and that'll be enough to cover all the numbers. All right, here we go. Let's shoot for that 5 or 9. 3 craps. 8, easy 8. And 7, so nothing worked out for us that time. But that's gambling, right? All right, puck will go off, and we'll try it again. And you can pick different numbers every time if you want. I'm just going to stick with the 5 or 9. Yo, 11. And 7 on the come out. Yo, 11. Okay, we're just shooting 7 and 11s. That's good if we were a pass line player. All right, we're out on that 5. And we'll throw in $30, and that'll get us covered 15 each. Remember, we're at a $15 table. And let's see if we can roll that 5 or 9 back. Hey, there's the 9. So 15 is going to pay 21. Dealer, take me to 35. And we can pull that penny. Now we're really hoping for the 9, but the 5 or 9 will work. 3 craps. And another 7. So again, we're walking away with empty-handed, right? Well, we got our $1 back. All right, give us a few more tries. Start with the 7, see what happens. A short roll, but I'm going to take it, and we're going to count it. Hard 8. Hit the back wall, shooter. And immediate 7. I forgot to put my bets up there. So just to keep things consistent, I would have placed the 5 and 9, set up the $15. I immediately threw a 7, and they lost. So just so we have accurate numbers here. Short rolls, say, hey, what kind of strategy is this? And hey, you got 2 numbers and you got to hit one. Well, and then hopefully you hit another one. All right, we're out on the 10. Let's throw in our $30. But again, we're talking about players who come to the table and really don't have enough bankroll to play, a strategy where you're covering multiple numbers or making come bets and odds, but you're just getting 2 numbers. Hopefully you can get some luck and get across all the numbers. So, all right, there's the 5. We're having good luck with the first hit so far. And again, you could press up either number. I'm just pressing up the one that hits. So pull back that $1, and we can change this out to 35. And here we go, 5 or 9, shooter. 6, easy 6. Yo, 11. Yo, 11. All right, maybe it's a good sign for repeating some numbers here. Hey, there's the 5, the number that's pressed up. So 35 will pay 49 or 50 for 1, just to make it easy. And that will give us enough for 75. There's another 25, so there's $100. So dealer, give me 96 across. So we'll get 4 and change, and then can get set up at the $15 level with just that minimal investment initially. So 15, 15, and then the 6 and 8 with 18. Now from here, you could do whatever you want, press and collect, same bet. I'm just gonna anytime I hit, I'm just gonna bump it up by $5 or $6, little unit presses. And hopefully I can have a long roll here. 6 the hard way, 6 hard. 18 is gonna pay 21. I'm just gonna dealer, press me up, $6 and racking 15. So pressing and pulling back. All right, here we go. There's a 5. Again, 15 is going to pay 21. We're going to press it to 20 and rack 16. So we're starting to make some money here. And we just started with that small initial investment. There's a 9. So 15 will pay 21. I'm going to press by $5. Racking 16. 12 craps. We don't have the horn numbers covered. We're just playing the box numbers, the higher probability numbers. And 7. So that ends the roll. We should have made a little money there. All right, puck goes off. Let's go ahead and give it another try. Get a point established first. 5 is going to be our point. We're going to throw in $30. Dealer, give me that 5 and 9. And here we go. 4, easy 4. And another quick 7, down they go. And we came in a little short, right? What did we play with? $200. So, yo 11. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. That's going to be our point. Let's throw in $30. Dealer, give me a 6 and 8. Not 6 and 8. Well, we could. We're going to stick with the 5 and 9. Here we go. There's the 9. So 15 is going to pay, my racks are a little crazy there. 21, let's take this to 35. Rack $1. Now we'd love to hit that 9, but if we can hit the 5, that's fine too. There's the 5. Okay, so 15 again, we'll pay 21. And this time we're just going to reset back down to $15 each, and then we put $30, $41 in our rack that we could, use as another bullet or another try or attempt. Another option, hey, you can duck walk another pair of sister numbers. So we've got $30 here. We can cover the 4 and 10, or we need $36. There's 36 we could duck walk the 6 and 8 at the same time if we'd like to. But for me, I'm just going to pull the money back off the table, and hopefully we can hit that 5 and 9 again. All right, let's try it. 8, easy 8. 6, easy. 2, spot and a dot. 8, easy 8. Another 8. You're thinking, man, I wish I was on those other numbers. But hey, when you're short money, you do what you got to do to survive. All right, there's the 7. So we won and got some money back, and it didn't hurt us. Let's go ahead and keep after it. Let's go ahead and get a point established first. Aces. All right, point will be 5. Maybe that'll make it easier to hit. Let's throw out our $30. Get set up. And here we go, shooting for that 5 or 9. There's a 6. There's a 5-point hit. So 15 is going to pay 21. Let's go ahead and press that 5 up. Puck will go off. That's going to make it look like a $35 bet. All right, here we go, coming out, same shooter. Dice off the table, no roll. I'm just going to grab a new one here. And we're out on the 9. Too bad our bets weren't working. That's okay. So we got a $15 bet and $35 bet. We're looking for the 5 or 9. 5 would be better. There's a 4. There's another 4. There's a 5. There we go. Press number. So that's going to pay $49. I'm going to go ahead and just pay out 50 for 1. That's going to make it look like we've got $100 here. So dealer, give me 96 across. So 4 and change. And now we're going to have, with that small initial investment, now we're in a position where we've got all the numbers covered here. So as long as we can roll some box numbers, we'll be in good shape. All right, here we go. There's a 5. And I'm just going to do a unit press. You can do it however you like. 15 will pay 21. I'm going to bump it to 20 and rack 16. And then this is where you hope you can get on a nice long roll since we got all the box numbers covered. Hard 6, so 18 will pay 21. Let's bump it up $6 to a $24 bet, racking 15. We just can't get a roll going. All right, there's the 7. Puck will go off. These bets come down. We got 2 hits, so we got our $30 back out of it. But we're in position with all the numbers covered to make some money. I think you get the idea of the strategy, so I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Let's count this up. Looks like we are a little bit short. We started with 200, so 25, 50, 75, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. We lost $80. There were 2 spots where we had all the numbers covered, and we could have, with a decent roll, we could have made some money. But hey, this is a strategy I like when you just really don't have enough money to play, other strategies. You're really short money. You probably shouldn't be playing, but hey, we love craps. We want to play. Pick 2 numbers, table minimum, and try to repeat some numbers and get across and have a big roll. So that's the duck walk, but however you like to play, until next time, good luck on coloring up. All right, let's go ahead and graph the duck walk out in dicer.io using today's rolls, and you see we lost that, or we ended up down at 120. Let's go ahead and compare it with today's rolls against the standards. I like to call the standards, which is the 3-point Molly, the Dolly, and then the conservative Hedgehog. So let's go ahead and run those. That's with the rolls from today. And you can see the 3-point Molly busted out. We ran out of money. The 3-point Dolly actually ended up nearly doubling its money. And then you can see the Hedgehog in Duck Walk ended up similar. Now let's go ahead and run this through a random number generated 10 shooters and see what happens. Our 3-point Molly was up at the beginning. And again, it busts out with 0, and the winner was actually the Duck Walk, which practically breaking even. Let's go ahead and run it through another random 10 shooters and see what happens. Ooh, the Duck Walk's off to a big lead here. 3-point Molly, again, busted out, ran out of money. 3-point Dolly ran out of money. So I would definitely say the Duck Walk was the winner this time. Very interesting. Let's go. I got to see this one more time. So that the Duck Walk actually made money. Hedgehog lost just a little bit. Let's give it one more try. Again, random number generated 10 shooters. This time the Duck Walk and the 3-point Molly busted out, and the 3-point Dolly won well over $1,000. Now remember, I was running this at a $15 table at a $200 bankroll, and so that gives you an idea. The 3-point Molly It's not going to happen with a $200 bankroll.